Okay, so write down the title: to study digital multimeter, digital trainer kit, and CRO. Okay, have you all written the title? Have you all written the title? Students are sleeping or what today?
Yes, ma'am, written.
Okay, so we will start with the very first one. So this is digital multimeter. So what is the role of digital multimeter? Why do we use digital multimeter in the lab?
To measure voltage and current.
Calculate voltage and current.
So to measure, not to calculate, we use it to measure. Okay, so we measure voltage and current with the help of this digital multimeter. So how do we do the connections? Tell me. There are two wires. Okay, black wire and red wire. तर आपण ते कुठे connect करतो? If I want to measure voltage, okay, so always remember the black wire is connected to common, and the red wala we will connect whatever we want to measure. If I want to measure voltage or resistance, I will connect it here. Okay? If I want to measure current and I know that the current is in milliampere, I will connect here. If I want to measure current which is in amperes, I will connect that here. Clear everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
This is the first thing that we do. So I'm measuring voltage now. Okay. So where will I bring this knob?
To V.
To V. I will bring it here. Okay. And third thing, I will do the setting of this, whether it is AC or DC. So what kind of supply it is? If it is a DC circuit, I keep it on DC. Then here on this corner, DC will get displayed. Okay. And if this is AC, I will press this. Then on this corner, AC will get displayed. So I hope you all know multimeter. What is multimeter? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we see what is a CRO. So for that now I have just prepared a video. So I will just show that to you all. Okay, so students, CRO is basically used to measure any value. Okay, so we will always get a waveform. So if I'm giving input to any circuit, output I am getting. I want to see how much is the output. I will use multimeter and I will get the value. Suppose 5 volts. Okay, but on CRO, I can, along with measurement of that 5 volts value, I can also observe the nature of the waveform. Okay, so CRO is used for that purpose. So just see. So this is CRO. Okay, so on CRO, the waveform will get displayed. I can measure, I can first see the nature of waveform. Secondly, I can also measure how much is the magnitude and how much is the frequency of that particular waveform. Okay, so whenever I get any waveform, suppose it is a sinusoidal quantity, so it will have two axes. What is this axis? What it represents?
Volts. Amplitude.
Volts, amplitude, and this represents the time. Okay, so when I want to measure this waveform, I will measure two things. I will measure how much is the amplitude, I will measure how much is the time period for one cycle. Okay, and from this I will calculate the frequency. Okay, so I have two controls for any waveform. So on CRO, I will be having two controls. One will be the time control and another will be the time control, another will be the magnitude control. Okay. So now I don't have any circuit whose output I can measure. So what I have done, I have taken a function generator. So what does this function generator? It will generate a signal. So it can generate sine, it can generate square, it can generate triangular waveform. So what I have taken, output of this function generator, I have given to CRO, and I have measured how much is the amplitude and frequency. Understood what I have done in the video?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now we go back to our video. See what time students are joining. Aram se.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
video was not audible, ma'am.
it was not audible. Okay, fine. So it is used to generate a waveform. So it can.
ऑडिबल है मैम.
Ma'am, it's audible.
This is CRO. It is used to measure the amplitude and frequency of any sinusoidal quantity. And this is a function generator. So it is used to generate a waveform. So it can generate sine wave, square wave, triangular wave, that I will show you. Now what we are doing, the output of this function generator I am giving to the CRO, and we will measure the magnitude and the frequency. Okay. Now before that we will just understand CRO. To CRO I can give two signals. So there are two channels. I can give signal first year and signal second year. Okay, we can give two signals here, or I can give even one signal. So it is up to us. Okay, so if you want to compare two signals, you can give signal to both the channels and compare those two waveforms. Or else currently we will be giving only one signal, so I will be using only first channel. Okay, so this is the control for first channel. This is the control for second channel, and this is for the time. Okay, so you know when you see any waveform, there are two axes. Okay, so when I draw any waveform, there are two axes. So this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, where this gives me the magnitude and this gives me the time. Okay, so we have to measure the magnitude as well as frequency. For frequency, we will first calculate the time and then we will just take inverse of that to get the frequency. Okay, so there will be two controls. So I will be giving signal to channel 1. So this control I will be using for magnitude, and this is for the time. Okay. Now just see, when I on the CRO, what you can see, there will be a straight line. Okay, so there will be a straight line. Very first thing what you have to do is you have to click this ground. I am using first signal, so I will use these controls only. This is for the second signal. Okay, so we will focus only on this two. So as soon as I on the CRO, very firstly I will press this ground, and I have to bring this line on the ground axis, means this axis. Okay, so not necessarily always it will be on the ground, it can be anywhere. You have to shift this and you have to bring this on the ground line. Okay, similarly there is one more control, that is X shift. I can also move this wherever I want. We will bring it in on our screen very properly. Okay, on this axis. Then secondly, the next thing is we have to give the signal. Okay, so this signal I know it will be a sine wave. So when I give a sine wave, so here again just see AC, DC is there. So if I am giving a DC signal, you can observe here the button should be pressed. So if I press it, means I can give this DC signal. I'm going to give AC signal, so I have to keep this outside. So remember these two things. Okay. Now going back to function generator. So this, as the name, function generator, it will generate signals. Okay. So what all signals it will generate, I will tell you. So output of this function generator, I am giving to channel 1, as we discussed before. Okay. And ours is AC. I will remove this ground because now I'm going to give a signal. Okay. So what all signals it can generate, that we will see. So just see. Now I have given here, it is mentioned sine. Okay. It has mentioned here sine. Yeah, it has mentioned here sine. So here you can see there is a sine wave. Okay. I press this button. It has generated a square wave now. Here you can see there is a square wave. I press this button, triangle. It is having a triangle wave, it has mentioned, so it will show me triangle. So likewise, I'll bring this back to sine wave now. So there's a sine wave, okay. I can vary the amplitude and frequency. So whatever waveform of amplitude and frequency I want, I can generate. So randomly, I will just generate. So you can just see when I vary this amplitude knob on function generator, it is varying the amplitude. So I will keep the amplitude this, okay. Similarly, frequency I can vary. So whatever frequency I want, frequency knob I am varying, accordingly it will generate a waveform. So I have kept this frequency, okay. So this is the, now we will measure it on CRO. So while measuring on the CRO, you have to see two things. So I have given signal to channel 1. So channel 1 is giving me 10 volts as the value, okay. So just see channel 1, it has given me 10 volts value. Which is this value? This is volts per division, okay. But now I want voltage. So what I have to do? I will multiply this value with number of divisions. So from where I will get number of divisions? From here, okay. Magnitude means which axis? Y axis. So on the Y axis, just see how many divisions are there. So one subdivision is of 0.2. So we will just see 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1, okay. So 1 it is coming. So number of division is 1, okay. So voltage will be 10 into 1, that is 10 volts. So how much voltage we have given from this function generator is 10 volts. So like this we will calculate. Now we will see how to calculate frequency. So while calculating frequency, just see this time base, how much it has given me? 5.5 milliseconds, okay. So time per division is 0.5 milliseconds. Now we will see how much is the division. So divisions I will get on x-axis for time. So for one complete cycle we will see. So 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8, 1, 1.2, 1.4. So for one complete cycle it is 1.4. So we will get time as 0.5 milli into 1.4. So we will calculate how much this is, okay. We will get the time. Once we get the time, how we calculate frequency? Frequency is 1 by t. So we do 1 upon 0.5 milli into 1.4. We do this and we will get the frequency, okay. So how much value we will get? So here you can see we have adjusted it as 1.51 kilohertz. So this you will get as 1.51 kilohertz. I hope CRO you have understood.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
this is a CRO. So this on this CRO you can observe the waveform and you can measure the waveforms. Okay. So using this CRO we can do this. So whatever you have understood about CRO, just in 2 minutes can you note down? Yes, students.